Impact of media violence on mental health. How often do you witness violence while engaging with media? Which modes of media portray violence? Digital media has become an integral part of people's lives today. Most people are exposed to media from a very young age. Parents use media to occupy their children when they need a break. As they grow up, they often interact with content that portrays violence. But what kind of influence does this media content have on growing children or even adults? This article brings attention to the consequences of being exposed to media violence and aims to make its readers aware, and in the process, more careful about how they interact with any kind of media. Violence can be seen in most, if not all, forms of media. These forms include social media, newspapers, television, radio, etc. It can be expressed in the form of news that is being viewed as videos or heard as podcasts. It can also be presented as a part of entertainment in movies, cartoons, reality shows, etc. Violence is also portrayed in action-packed video games, which many kids engage in. The main reason that violence presented in media is harmful is that these violence-packed media are also graphic. The reporters, directors, and other content creators do this as a tactic to maintain the audience's attention. These seemingly harmful means of portraying violence have simple aims such as communicating updates or providing entertainment. However, they indirectly and harmfully influence the viewer's mental health. There has been sufficient evidence over time that states that long-term exposure to media violence can have notable effects on individuals' mental health. Many studies have established a positive correlation between exposure to media violence and an increase in issues such as aggression, desensitization, and anxiety. Effects of exposure mainly affect children or those adults who have genes that make them more susceptible to violence. Since children are more likely to adapt what they observe, the American Academy of Pediatrics said that children who have constant exposure to violent media are likely to grow into aggressive adults, which in turn increases the likelihood of them engaging in violent activities. As a result of desensitization, children might grow up to become cold-hearted adults, being unable to empathize with those around them. There are many consequences to it, including violence and even anxiety or depression. Understanding the basis of influence and implementing the strategies of prevention is crucial in avoiding negative influences due to media violence. Media will remain an integral part of life. It is important that one does not get consumed by it and prioritizes their mental health.